All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier, when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change, to the timing, to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you can do that, you can do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
And now our tail of the tape for this heavyweight fight. Both fighters are 31. Dariush is 3 inches taller. The reach is identical. All right, here now the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is one round in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 20 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Yorba Linda, California, USA, Beneil Dariush. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready?
All right, so here we go. The weight and the height gives way to the action right here on one side. Maybe the division's most well-rounded fighter, taking on arguably the biggest submission threat in this division.
Because he's such a great submission grappler, I believe that this is the most dangerous fight for him in the division.
Wow.
He needs to maintain his space, stay away from this guy at all costs, and force him to stand up with him.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Muay Thai plump.
Big knee lands to the body.
Oh, he's got it going now. Nice connection there, DC.
Another punch landed.
All right, so there it is, the early takedown. He told every and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again?
If at first you don't succeed, you try.
Now looking to do something with that left arm.
He's isolating the Kimura.
Oh!
And a turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Brilliant submission defense there. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free. so you have more freedom to use yours.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
But now DC trying to isolate an arm.
Yep, he's using the Kimura.
And this might just be a matter of time. Somehow stays in the fight. And he's able to work his way back to his feet.
Oh, what a punch.
Right hand upstairs. All right, so he's working on some pretty good leg kicks here. It certainly has been a staple of his MMA game in the past, but they have never looked better than they do tonight.
I mean, lately we have seen more guys finish fights with leg kicks than we've ever seen in the history of the sport. But it's because there's that commitment to it, really driving that shin into the thigh and beating up that lead leg.
Just unable to quite find that range.
Nice, sneaky head kick.
Good series of kicks by him there, DC. He has certainly found his range on the feet.
I mean, when you don't check, you're going to continue to get blasted with kicks. His opponent has not deterred him from keeping on throwing those kicks.
Effective punch there by Lee. Hook is there again. Huge uppercut. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And there comes the separation now. Oh, vicious uppercut. Wow. All right, so a nice shot there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be. And if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch as he goes to the finish. Watch his chest. Go to
And this might just be a matter of time. Not tapping out tonight. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine. But the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out. Just go for the finish.
Oh, yeah, right hand.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Nice punch there.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Strong kick to the outside of that bootleg form there. You do not want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. He does not wind up on that kick, but he somehow is managing to land it with so much force.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh! So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, single collar tie now. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Lee gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Just missing on the uppercut there. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee. Sound defensively blocks the shot. Dariush is lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
A little struggle here now for position.
Oh, that was nice, John. That was nice. What a takedown. Oh, he might have got him with a choke.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Yep, he's using the Kimura. He's going to try to use the sweep.
There it is. So he taps out due to the arm bar tonight. High-level grappling there.
I mean, he had to tap. If he did not tap, this man is not opposed to snapping his arm.
Right.
Sometimes it's better to live to fight another day, but hats off to this fighter on a great submission victory.
All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has called a stop to this contest, declaring the winner by tap out, Beneil Dariush.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game.